Show 5:16 p.m. Show present Charles Witt, Brian Dillon, Pam Fannin, Dewey Smith, and Cheyenne Holbrook. Absent Emily Atkins, Chris Dickerson. This is a special meeting of the Elliott County Fiscal Court. Number 1 and 2 on the agenda, I've recommended that we table until the next meeting, so we'll go to number 3. Approved to sign the agreement and resolution for the transportation cabinet to buy property from the Elliott County Fiscal Court. We were approached regarding the turning lane that will be put in here in town, beginning at Tank Street and proceeding until just about the Davis's driveway on the west end of town. What we own as a fiscal court is the library frontage, which is basically 7 to 8 feet, and it is the length of the library property. The offer that they have,
2325.
yeah, you have it in front of you? Okay.
Yeah.
The offer that they have is based on $100,000 per acre, and based on that, their offer is $2,325 to the Elliott County Fiscal Court.
Need a motion to approve?
Absolutely.
Motion to approve. Second.
I have a motion from Dewey Smith with a second from Cheyenne Holbrook. Is there any further discussion? With that said, all in favor signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Ayes have it. Thank you. Number 4, approve to sign the agreement and resolution for discretionary funds. This is the roads that I put before you to be paid, and we do have the agreement from the Commonwealth. We just need you all to approve for us to go ahead with the, I guess is this the MOA?
Yeah.
Okay, with the MOA.
I'll make a motion with.
Second.
A motion and a second. Motion by Charles Witt, a second by Pam Fannin. Is there any further discussion? With that said, go ahead.
When will they start blacktopping new roads?
Well, I need to get Appleford prepped. That is the only road I don't have prepped. I have Albert Holbrook prepped. I have Carter Ford prepped. Perry Rose Branch needs the ditches cut out, and Tracy Elliott is going to do that for us. Lower Newcomb is prepped. Perry Rose Branch is not, and I have 2 or 3 tile I want to replace on Perry Rose Branch before we do this. And Rodney's working it into the schedule to get up there. We've already ordered the 4-foot tile that we're going to put in up there, and I think there's a couple more we're going to replace. After that, we'll be ready to roll. I'm going to call Joe Barker next week because there's some paving on Stamford Ridge that we have to do for FEMA jobs. And I'm going to do a little spot painting out there while we're out there, like I did Dewey Garris. So I want to include this into that. So Joe and I will probably ride around a little bit. So you're probably, depending on weather, it could be into September before we get that done. Now, they're going to start driving rail next week. The rail was delivered today, but they're on Turkey Branch right now, digging about 35 foot down to get a tile out that had collapsed, and the road was we were about to lose the road. So they're there, and after that, they'll go to Stamford Ridge, and they'll knock that out, and then they're coming to the old Laurel curves, and they're fixing that. They're going to create a rail in that curve as well, where it's fell into the lake down there, or fell into the river. So we're going to fix that. So while that's going on, I'm going to drive with Joe and get some of these other things, get them ready to roll. Oh, and Hamilton Branch. A mile of Hamilton Branch. So, all in favor signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Ayes have it. Number 5, approve the purchase of new unit for the library. You have the 2 proposals before you, Tri-State and I believe Integrity out of Moorhead, and they're about the same as far as what they're going to do. The price is off by $1,700 or something. This will be for the art funds.
Tri-State's who we've been using, correct?
Yes,
And they were
the cheaper of the 2.
About
proposals.
1,700%. Make a motion for Tri-State Heating and Air LLC to take the contract on the library.
Second.
Motion by Dewey with second by Pam. Is there any further discussion? That said, all in favor, signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Ayes have it. Next is approve to pay Tri-State Heating and Air for the 2 units they installed at the senior center. And by the way, Daisy says a big thank you to all of you. I think it was God bless or something like that. She was very, very happy. It's cold in there, it'll freeze you. I've been,
And that will be paid through the American Recovery Funds.
Motion to approve.
Second.
motion by Charles, and second by Brian. Any further discussion? That said, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it. Number 7, approve coal severance resolution. I would like to, the fence at the county garage that's, we're gonna put up the 200-foot fence. I'd like to use coal severance funds on that. The sheriff's dog was $14,500. I would like to use coal severance to pay for, we do have the invoice now, to pay for the sheriff's dog. And we need a jailer's van. He's,
Yes.
the van that we purchased, at the 504 is still working. We had to switch him that van, and we gave $1,000 to 504 Fire Department for that van, but now it is showing some of the same steering and A-arm bushing issues that the van sitting in front of the building down here that won't hardly drive at all is showing. They're both about 98 models, and they've had it. I've been looking, I feel we can find a comparably equipped van for Dustin for about $25,000. We need to move on this because the vehicle market is so volatile right now. They're coming and going the same day. And I found a couple, but I've got a guy in Louisville that the email I sent you all yesterday about the silver van, he's called me back and says he has somebody else eyeing it. Of course, that's a sales tactic. I get it. But he's asking me about that. I don't know that that's a van I want, but I need to know I can move whenever we do, because Dustin said with court opening, we'll see what this Delta variant is going to hand us here. But with court opening up, he's got to start transporting inmates again to and from court.
So are you wanting up to 25,000?
If it's less than 25,000, we'll use it for equipment within the van. A radio, we'll put some safety equipment in there. If it comes with carpet, we'll put rubber floor in it. So up to $25,000 is what I'm asking.
Pure Country never found you.
He has not even gotten back with me.
Okay.
I emailed him, so. But I would rather shop local, but Bob Hook in Louisville is the man that I'm speaking to right now.
Did you look at one Jason Carter's got up there?
I have not.
He's got a 15-passenger van sitting there.
I'm happy to go drive it. Well, Dustin lives out in that country, he could go drive it.
Yeah.
He's the one that's gonna live in it.
Exactly.
But I'll give him a call and ask him to go talk to Jason. Jason's been good to us.
Make a motion?
Second.
A motion by Dewey Smith, a second by Brian. Is there any further discussion? That said, all in favor signify by saying aye. Ayes have it. We're going to postpone the executive session. The other individuals aren't here, and we're not prepped for that decision. So with that said, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion adjourned. Second.
Motion by Shane, a second by Dewey. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you, Matt.